Hello students, this is my third video based on the chapter The Living World. Major categories of classification. Now we will discuss on this topic major categories of classification. In this portion, we are discussing types of classification. Different scientists classified organisms on the basis of different observations. So they gave different types of classification. What were these types of classification? Let's see. Before that, I want to ask one question. What is the basis of classification for classifying plants and animals? Yes, basis is morphological characters. Morphological means form or structure of things. Classifying living organisms into groups based on certain sets of characteristics. Now the question is, what is a characteristic? We are talking about characteristic again and again. So question is, what is a characteristic? Characteristic is a feature or quality belonging to a particular organism. Character is a feature or quality belonging to a particular organism. For example, I am a human being. I can walk on my two legs. So walking is my feature. Walking is my quality. So that is known as my characteristic. All classifications may be grouped into three major categories. First one is artificial system of classification. Second one is natural system of classification. And third one is phylogenetic system of classification. Now first we will discuss artificial classification. Classification on the basis of one or two morphological characters. So this classification of artificial classification is based on one or two morphological characters, and overall morphology is not considered. It is adopted by Pliny the Elder. This is the picture of Pliny. For animals on the basis of habitat. Example, land, air and water. Then finally this classification proposed by Carolus Linnaeus. Linnaeus classified animals and plants on the basis of artificial classification. This is scientist Linnaeus. You can see here Carolus Linnaeus. He is the founder of artificial classification. Natural classification. Classification on the basis of complete morphology. Okay, not only one characteristic, not only two characteristics, three or four. It is based on the complete morphological profile of a particular plant or animal. It is based on resemblances and differences amongst organisms. It includes external as well as internal features like anatomy, ultrastructure and cytochemistry. It was proposed by John Ray. Now the third major category is phylogenetic system of classification. Phylogenetic classification system is based on the evolutionary ancestry. Ancestry means the origin or background of something. Is it clear, class? Ancestry means the origin or background of something. So this system is based on the evolution of life and shows the genetic relationships among organisms. Clear? It shows the genetic relationships among organisms, and it also shows evolutionary relationship between species. It generates trees called cladogram, which are groups of organisms that include an ancestor species and its descendants. Descendant means a person or plant or animal that is descended from a particular ancestor, that is descended or come down or decline from a particular ancestor. Clear? Descendant means a person or plant or animal that is come down or decline or descended from a particular ancestor. So cladograms are groups of organisms that include an ancestor species and its descendants. It tells that how organisms or what are the organisms which are more closely related, or what are the organisms which are least closely related. Classifying organisms on the basis of descent from a common ancestor is called phylogenetic classification. In front of you, there is a simple phylogeny. Already I have explained that cladogram gives idea about relationship between a number of species. So you can see in this slide, this point or this origin is common for all these three species, species 1, species 2 and species 3. Is it clear? This point, for all these three species, this origin is common. You can see this. This is also related from here. Clear? So this is the origin point for species 1, 2 and 3, or you can say that this is common ancestor of 1, 2 and 3. Clear? Common ancestor of species 1, 2 and 3. Now you can see from here there are two branches arise from here. When you will see this point or this origin, means for species 1 and species 2, for both species this is common origin or common ancestor. Clear? So this one is common ancestor of species 1 and species 2. Clear? So through this tree you can see that species 1 and species 2 both are closely related. Both are closely related with each other. But what about species 2 and species 3? They are least closely related. Clear? Species 2 and species 3 are least closely related, while species 1 and species 2 are more closely related. Why they are more closely related? Because both of them have same or common ancestor. Clear? Because both of them have common ancestor, so they are more closely related.